Good morning. Hello. Happy Monday. Uh it's a this is going to be the first of the first stream that's dedicated to the LMS. Although we did start on Saturday, so we had a longer stream then. And about what halfway through or so, we finished at least we finished what we figured was enough for the component library, and we're starting to now build this out in the real thing. Now, I did push this up, but I didn't verify it actually made its way to reality. So let's see if it deployed. I think it's learning. No, that didn't work. Okay, we'll have to figure this out, or I'll have to figure that out later. Asitsu, hello. How are you doing today? And how was your the rest of your weekend? I'm not signed in to GitHub on any of my browsers on this profile. Okay, well that'll make it a little bit harder. Okay, so we have a failure. Oh, we had a failure when it was attempting to deploy to production. Okay, with not really any good information here. So I will have to take a look into that later. Not as productive as last weekend, but a much needed break instead. Well, I mean, heck, that's breaks are. I think they should be treated as much as like actually doing stuff. They're so important for us. So a break is good. I'm trying to decide when I want to put in a testing library. I'm thinking of using Playwright for this one. I haven't really used it very much before, just like tiny little bits here and there. It seems like it's a very different way of testing. I want to learn that. I've heard really good things about it. For example, it doesn't have you test like it really wants you to test like things that you're seeing and reading, um, or like actions that you're doing, and just making sure that you can actually do the thing. So like I wouldn't necessarily care about the title. I think I'll have to that's another thing I want to reach out to my mentor on is like testing text. So like, do I want to actually test that this is the text, or do I just want to test the actions? I'm not sure. In fact, I can ask that right now, and then we'll see when they get back to me. Let's see. This is gonna be another end to end, or yeah, end to end integration testing question. I only test the actions, or also the copy. I guess like the copy of the page. Okay. That might take them a little while to get back to me. Okay, so let's continue on. So we are here. We're going to be doing community stuff, which means we need the card list, I believe. The card list component. I've had requests also to like, oh man, it would be nice if I had some music, if I didn't have it spam the chat, and also it obviously didn't mute the VOD. So I'm trying to think about like different places to go find music that would do all that. I don't necessarily want to pay um, Pretzel right now because I have had muted VODs due to Pretzel Rocks, which is one of the reasons why I keep on muting the music when we start getting into it. So I'll keep my eye out for something, and maybe we'll find some music somewhere. Okay, so community driven. So this is, I believe, a card list. We can actually go and let's. So I was playing with Zellage, and I got it to. Oh man, I was trying to get it to auto run a command, and that did not seem to work. Oh, and that completely kills this. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let's. I'll just open up to YCL. So let's do tab new, rename YCL. You thought Twitch allowed multiple audio channels to only have audio in a live broadcast? Oh, they do, don't they? So I was really trying to figure that out, and I couldn't figure it out on my own music for some reason. Like I was trying a couple. I guess I didn't try um every single channel. So maybe we'll do a stream where we just like experiment with the channels. Coding Garden fan, hello, good morning. And in that case, we could just use Pretzel for here, although it does spam the chat, which is that's a negative. I could also figure out a different audio to do. Also, I haven't looked into I beta tested uh their video player, their music player, and I don't remember what happened with that. Oh, I still have okay, so I have the soundtrack by Twitch app on my computer still. So maybe I'll play around with that some other time. Okay, so we have you running here. Let's go to localhost. I want cards. Okay, so we want essentially these cards right here. So that is the second one. So it's panes, right? We'll vim you, and we'll find a card. Oh, this is actually, we want to go to pages, cards. We want to find the second one. All right, so we're definitely going to want the card data builder. So we might as well start with that first. So this is what? Home? Okay, so we're going to have a function. These are going to be the community cards. What was this? This was VB card data builder. I'm not getting any help here. Rust Analyzer are I think Rust Analyzer takes a lot of time the first time I boot it up. I think that's what it is. So card data builder, because I'm not getting any support here. Like there's no I'm getting text, but no Rust Analyzer help, unless there's some kind of error. but this is running. Hmm. Okay, so cardio builder back. Let's. I think it's new, but you're unhappy. Ooh. Okay. Oh, you know what? What am I doing? Okay, that's the reason. Okay, let's try this again. um, function community cards data. I kind of need to actually make it a real. Oh, it's gonna be a vector. No wonder. It's like, what are you doing? I was like creating it like a variable. It's like, but with a function keyword. I don't know. But apparently, I'm more tired than I thought that I was. If there was a way to see the status like VS Code, I do have that kind of. If I do space dot, it shows me this, but I think I need to save it. I need to save it. That's what it is. I need to save it to see the errors. Rushling server hates you a lot, never works. Like I think the thing is it works. It works every time when I don't screw up. But I screw up a lot. So therefore there's plenty of times that it's not working and I forget that it's my fault. Okay, so this is a BB card data builder. There it goes. Oh, you need the route. Okay, routes. This is much better. Okay, so for every you following along, that's my fault. That was clearly just completely me not remembering how to do Rust. Card data builder, new. Okay, so this one I wish that it would give me a little bit better help. I think in VS Code I get a little bit more out of this than I get here. Uh, so we have okay, so title and text. So we have title text. Um, we have tag. If we want to tag it on something, we probably don't. So we want to link and build. So title text link and build. Oh, nope. Okay, title text link and build. So we want title. This title. So we have Discord. Okay, text. Um, join our community on Discord to get help with courses, programming, and stay up to date with the latest um, BB news. And we're going to build that. Okay, so if I do that, what do you return? You return a box? Mismatched types, expected, a struct. Um, because I don't want, okay, I don't want card builder as the thing that I'm responding with. I want card data. That one. Okay, so you're happy. We should be able to do a new one. Okay, so title. The next one is going to be, I think we called it office hours, open office. So office hours, text, um, join, join Brooks live on Twitch as he, um, let's see, as he programs, no, as he, um, on something like someday, like on, on a, let's just say Fridays, on Friday mornings, Fridays at like 7 a.m. Mountain. We're in daylight time. I think we're in standard time right now. In Friday at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, um, uh, he will answer questions. Um, answer questions and give help uh, for the courses. And we'll build that. Okay. And then the last one would be the shared resources, which I'm not sure I necessarily need right now. Okay, so if I save you, we have these community cards data. We want to use them down here. So then we're going to have, was it BB card list, I think? Card list. We have our routes. We're missing, okay, card data. We're missing card title level. So this has to be a 2, right? Because the other one's going to be a 1. So nope, nope, you're going to be a 2. There you go. Okay, you seem to be okay with that so far. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. That is absolutely huge. But this is what it's going to look like here. I think that I want to set this container to have a margin. So margin equals BB container margin normal. Okay, so that brings it more into the center. I wonder if I could center these cards and just, or like have them space between. That would be really nice. Let's try, okay, I want to swap. So that's H, move you left, and N to resize you like that. Okay, so I want, let's take one of these and make them only 2. Community driven cards. So we have 1, 2. Okay, let's remove this one. Okay, so I would love these cards to be in a center here, or space between. So let's see if we can figure that out. I guess it would be the same with these ones here. Maybe space around would work. So that's going to be, I think, in the card list. Okay, so we have title on action. Okay, so if we have a title, we give it a title, otherwise none. Okay, we have our row. Here's our card data. Okay, so here's the HTML for the card data, and it's just a bunch of cards that are in a row, which makes me wonder, can I do a classes here? And we put in, I almost want the justify space around, but then I have to tell it what like to be a flow, which I forget how to do. Okay, so I want deflex, and then I can do like the justify space around and that kind of stuff. So deflex, and then I think it was like justify space around, something like that. Um, deliver. Hello. Oh, also Spartan. Spartang. Good morning. Hello. Is this some sort of Rust Rev framework? So as Deliver says, yes, this is called Yew.rs, and it compiles to WASM, which then runs into browsers. And I've tested it on all the browsers, and it seems to be working just fine. I'm even able to load it up on Safari, so that's it has that going for it, which is actually a pretty big deal these days. Since Safari is the new Microsoft, what was it called? It's not Edge anymore. Explorer. No. Internet Explorer? Internet Explorer. Yeah, it's the new Microsoft IE. It's like that's how bad it was. I put it out of my mind. I don't want to think about it. And as you can see, it looks and feels pretty much exactly like React, which is good. You did not do anything, so that's I'm guessing that's not what I was supposed to be doing. So, or I have an error. Oh, I know. Wait, no, I don't know. Why did this not work? So it doesn't look like we have an error because it has the success. You want to deep dive into the Rust world? Think of actually doing both Rust front end and a back end app. Just have to think of a use case. That sometimes is the hardest part of coming up with a project. Never agreed with that assessment. The problem with IE was the shady business arrangements forcing it as the default browser. I think, and this is a problem with all the browsers, and it like you just see it over and over and over again. And it never ends. Um, is the so it's not quite fair exactly to blame them for this type of thing, but basically there's no standard, or the standard hasn't been finalized yet. The browsers get tired of waiting, so they implement the standard to be in their own way, but they all implement it in a different way. So that's the problem. And so like think about like JS, like the IE team completely rewrote JS from the scratch, including all the bugs with it, and called it like JS. Oh, what was it called? It was a similar. It was like a cloned language that they used. I forget what it was, but like there was some slight differences, especially when it came to DOM manipulation. Uh, Whereas like, oh yeah, we don't think that we should have that API for it. Um, and that started with the the Netscape versus IE era, and then that sort of has remained around where you get like a lot of CSS things, and then eventually um, the ECMAScript and the CSS the WCC W the web consortium the triple W3C they create like they update and they have now a standard for it, and so then all the browsers have to implement it. But until then, if you use something that's not in the standard, which a lot of times we do, there's the weird differences. Yeah, thank you for that. WWWC. Chrome is the new IE, really. Yeah, it's like that's worse in some cases with the advertisement stuff. I've been using Firefox a lot recently, and I've been really liking it a lot. Um, there's some of the offshoots from Chrome that are good. I haven't really played much with them. A lot of people say that Arc is really good. But I've installed it and then like opened it once, but haven't really looked at it very much. Need to think of a reason to do it. I think Rust is cool. Isn't enough with all the work you have right now. Totally understand. For me, it's like, hey, let's stream stuff, and I made art with Rust. That's what I did for a long time. I made art with Rust. I used a video game engine, and then created just really cool patterns and other stuff. So that was my excuse for doing it for like a year and a half. Oh, what WG is more relevant than W3C? Shows my age. I'm still with the old ones. Hi, are you tired? I think he wants me to get up and play with him, but I'm the only one up and around in the house right now. So, okay. So you did not compile, and I did not get. Is that right? No, here it is. Okay. So I get the space around. I think so. If I look at that, so a display flex. I don't think this one is real. But I wonder if I do a justify content. Ooh, space around, space evenly. Okay, so I just didn't do it right. But then this works. I wonder. Did I do anything here to make you really know? I don't see anything saying that setting its width. How about you? Oh, here's your width. Because if I set something like that, oh, you do not like that at all. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Okay, so justify space around. So I have to figure out how did you justify space around in here? And I know that they have okay, the direction. Okay, so column stuff. Okay, justify content. So essentially, I want this. So that's what? One, two, three down. One, two, three. Oh, justify content center. I could do that. Set is dashes. Yeah. Justify content center. Ooh, okay. That's not bad. That's much better. Now, right now, I have. I am not. I'm not grabbing the latest. I'm not grabbing from localhost. I was trying to set it up for deployment. I. No, this is YCL. I want you. Toml. Right. So in a YCL, I have it set up for a Git. So let's comment this out, and we'll put another one in here. Okay, so let's go to YCL. I guess that's all I need there. So if I save you, you'll recompile. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. And then the idea was we want this thing here. So we're going to want the heart, which I think we can have an icon. Oh, I think I can put it in here, right? No, this is the card data. So this doesn't get... Okay, those are the individual cards. This gives me... Okay. We can have an icon, we can have a title, and we can have more true. Okay, so an icon and a title and more true. So it's going to be our home. An icon. The icon type. I think we wanted the heart. We have icon. We have a title. It's community driven. And then we have okay, action and more true. So we have action equals meet the community, more equals true. There we go. Okay, so now we have this community driven, meet the community, and some cards in here. How do I feel about these? I kind of almost want it to be like not too close together. There's also space evenly and space around. I think I want space evenly next. Let's try that. This was in the card list. Okay, so if that updates, I need to come back to here and save you again. So you'll refresh and then... Oh, that didn't work. What happened? Space evenly. Okay, so this class, I have display. That's not exactly what I wanted. Oh, it is content. Okay. There we go. Okay. This looks a little bit better. When I add if I add new cards to it, that'll make more sense. Okay. And then we'll have this meet the community. I want to know when we click this button. I don't know if I need this meet community. I think I may just need this here. So maybe I'll do action false. So I don't think I need that. I do think I want you to link to Discord and you to link to Twitch. So for this other one, we can do now. You link. This links out. This links to an internal only. I can't go for like a normal Ahref to go externally. So it's not going to help. Do I have another page for community stuff? I want to say no. I do not. Okay, so that's going to be something we need to do is update the card to just do a normal link if I want to. I want to say I can do children in this, can't I? I can do children. I just forget exactly how. It's is it per card or no? That was the hero. That was a hero. Uh, this card list. So I think this is modules card. Or we can have a call to action card. Maybe that's what I want. Is one of the call to action cards. So card type, call to action. Does that? Which then is just a button. It would be nice if it was actually a link. And this wrap and link is actually linking me to an internal page, which is not necessarily what I want, unless I'm going to do some kind of redirect with the router, which I suppose that I could, but that feels weird. I don't think I like that. So I think we need to redo the cards a little bit. I think I want the ability to maybe just have the title be the possibility of a child. So make it a slot essentially. So if you're familiar with Vue, we can create slots in here. So let me see how this would work. So this would be in a card. It would essentially be a V node. So for card, we take in the card data. So it's gonna have to be in a card data because I have multiple of these. Oh, we have the card type render. Okay, so card type render, if yourself, we run the simple one. Okay, so we do this. Okay, we have this title here. And we have access to all the props. So I want to do the title if and only if there is a title present. Where's my data? I could also add in a link. So I could add in like a link down here to like join Discord now. It's like an external link almost. Let's see how that would feel like. So if I just add this to everything. So okay, so here's render simple. Let's say I added in like a new a tag. A tag. I wanted to do this as um, join Discord now, and this would be something like a href equals I don't know. We'll go to my Twitch page. What are you upset about? This closing fragment. Oh, I forgot to put in a /a. Okay, so you like that. We come back to you. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. It's clearly a link, and this is one of the few times that I actually want it to look like a link because that's heading out. Whereas this one, I don't need a link at all, do I? Or like go watch in Twitch or something. So kind of like this a little bit more. And then we could style that differently. It looks very different from everything else, so I'm okay with that. Now that being said, I'm not a designer, so I don't actually know. Like this might be a terrible idea. But it seems to make sense to me. Let's take a look at how do we want to do this. So if we have this link here, we don't always know that this is going to exist. So we have props. So let's throw this in the props here, where we're going to have just sort of like a normal. I guess there's going to be an href. So we're going to have a pub. Href is going to be an option attribute value. then down here, so we have this a tag. Let's replace this, and we're going to do a props.href. We'll have to clone you, and then we'll map. We'll have the href here, and here we create our. So we have an HTML, an a tag. Okay, a tag href. We need the text. So we need the href. It's like we have this attribute value here. That's great. We also have pub the href text. This also is going to be an attribute value, and I kind of want it to also be. I guess what we'll do is we'll use that as that. We'll do a prop or default. So if you forget it, it's not going to show at all. I can actually, you know what? Make this instead of proper default. We'll make this proper else. I want this to be proper else. What I want this to look like, just basically like a link out, like go to it. If it's like the Discord is like check it out, maybe check it out. We'll do an into, so it turns into an attribute value from a stir. Okay, so here we go with that. So now we guaranteed have it. It's not an option. So now we can do, this is, oh, I can't do a props because I'm inside of a closure here. So we need to grab that out here and move it in. So we need the text, just call it the href text. Props.href text. Cloning this is essentially free because it's a attribute value. Okay, and so then we have our href text. Unexpected token. Like, which token is unexpected? I should be able to do that href equals props. Okay, so we have props, href text. We clone you. See, does this give me any better error? Unexpected token, semicolon here. Oh. Oh, so you don't like that. So I've got a block here. And I'm trying to, inside the block, create this. I wonder, I'm going to have to move this up here, aren't I? So we have the href text, and then we move that in there. That seems to be okay with it. All right. So then back to you. Oh, we can't go back to you yet. We have to go to the card list next. So card list creates a card in a list, obviously. And it takes in card data, and we have a card data builder for that. So we need both the so card data. Okay, so this is our builder here. So we're going to need to add in a pub href. This can be a string. And a pub. I mean, this also could just be an attribute value. Attribute value. I should start using those wherever. I learned about them a lot more while I was building this library, so we still have strings all over the place, and I'll just be sort of updating them as need be. And then href text is also an attribute value. I can get away with not doing like well, you should be an option. Okay, you will be an option. But then this one, because I mean it could be an option too, I guess. Because I can pass in none to the other one. Okay, so href, you're gonna be a none to begin with, and the href text, you're also a none. All right, so we need to add in methods to update these. So this is a standard builder pattern. Nothing really fancy about it. Function so href, take in mute self. We take in the href, which is okay. So this impulse into attribute value and return self. Self dot href. No. Okay. Self dot href. The field equals. This can be a sum href dot into. And then we return self. This one did not have a sum, right? So we were just going to set it to be the href text into. Yash, hello. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? The weather's been like warm, like it got into the 40s, Fahrenheit, which was nice. Am I recreating Dom and Rust? I'm not recreating the Dom. No, that would be pretty crazy. Oh, this is okay. This is also an option, isn't it? Some I forgot that this is also an option. Okay, so we have you, and then in build, we want to set. Okay, so we have card data. Oh, you're still okay, which means that I forgot that I updated the builder, but not the card data here. So we want, I essentially just want these two things like this. So throw those in there. Now we're building a web an LMS, so a learning management system in Rust, and this is what it looks like so far. Pretty simple, and I'm trying to add in links here to all the cards. So we're gonna have href. It's gonna be self dot href, and then href text self dot href text. Okay, so that makes you happy. And then when we build this, you did write your own DOM builder and diffing algorithm in Rust. Turned out pretty well. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've looked into those things. They're really complex in my mind. But that's because I never build them. So I never have any I don't have any experience in it. But the fact that you're able to build that, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so we don't want the section header. We want the card data itself. So here's the card data would come in. Okay, here's the actual card. So right here, I want to put in the href equals the card data dot href text card data dot href text. I think that's enough for this. It's not. The following other types implement trait into prop value. Ooh, okay. So you need to be not an option. Oh, it can't be an option. It can't be an option. So I need to do the href text. Okay, so if you can't be option, let's actually go down and make the card data not be an option here. Okay, so if you're not an option, then you should not be an option. Because it's harder for me to like not even put it in there, I think. Oh, you're working towards something closer to HTMX than React without any existing framework like you. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so you could do all the stuff yourself. Uh, okay, so href text. So we're gonna start you with an empty string into. Okay. Then down here in href text, we don't need this sum. And then that should just work. Okay, success. Okay. Then we're going to continue to go back and then use it somewhere. Okay, so let's actually come back here. Let's resave you. This should disappear, but it should work. Okay, so the links disappear. Sorry, Zilby, I was a little bit loud, wasn't I? Okay, so we have here's joiner Discord, office hours. Let's do a href. Yeah, card data builder. So, you don't see that. That's a little bit worried. Okay, so the href is going to be https twitch.tv circer. So this is going to be I guess like Twitch. Watch live on Twitch. Well, success there. Oh, and there it is. Watch live on Twitch. And if I click that, it takes me here. Now, I probably want that to open up into another window. And I forget exactly. It's like a target. It's a target something, like target self or target something else. MDN, like a link, a tag, target. You're not using that there. Where to display the linked URL? Okay, so self is the current browsing context. That's the default one. Blank is usually a new tab, but it could also open up a new window. So I don't want parent. So I want blank. So target equals blank. Okay, so target equals underscore blank. And this one I am absolutely willing to just not even have a setup for it. So we're gonna head over here and do. This is gonna be in the card itself. Target equals blank. Okay, we'll say view. And now if I click on this, it's a new tab that opens up. Excellent. Okay, so with collaborative coding, you may have gone too far. Oh, is that possible? I love collaborative coding. I love pair coding too. I think it really like it solves a lot of quality problems that we rely upon QA for. And I think that we can move in that direction. Okay, so joining the Discord. Now this is gonna be interesting. I don't think I want to grab the Discord link from here. I think we can just hard code the Discord link. Like this is not really all that. Is this that secret? I just like well, I mean everybody is allowed in right now. Where would my yeah, so invite people to Brooks Builds. I could make an invite link never expire. Yeah, so never expire, no limit of users. Oh, interesting. I can do something where temporary members are automatically kicked when they disconnect unless a role has been assigned. Well, so there's so much of this stuff that I haven't looked into Discord and all the cool things that you can do. Okay, so let's do that right now. It's awesome to work in Rust for web dev. I wish you was smart enough to throw out JS and WASM separately, segregating DOM manipulation and computation logic. Um, I mean, they kind of do, right? Because you can't actually do DOM manipulation from WASM. So they have like the glue code that like they download. Like if we take a look at this, but are you talking about like on our side, like from our point of view? So if we take a look at our network and we look at, I guess just all. When I load this up, uh, here's the WASM code, and then we should have. I think this is it. This is the JS code with just tons of. This is all the glue code, which is fun. Are you aware about any REST GUI framework that works like UIKit or Swift UI? Just fleeing up, there's. I don't know how those work, so I'm not sure. So probably not, but like, are you talking about like where they do UI stuff inside of WASM? That would be really cool. I think that's a limitation of WASM itself right now, because like WASM's not allowed to access the DOM. Although I think that's on a roadmap, which means that eventually we're going to get it, and then even less JavaScript will have to be shipped, which is amazing. Okay, so Discord, we're going to have you with a href href like that, and then dot href text of join Discord. So if we save you, there we go. And this would take us to go join the Discord, which I'm already a member of, obviously, so we're okay there. Hi. So let's see. We got that. That's looking decent and okay. All right, let's take a look at our plan here. So that would be the community driven. So I'm okay with this right now. Now more saving stuff. Learning management, like the video, like the introductory like sales pitch video. I think we need to save that to the end and like put this in here later. People, learner support. Like I don't necessarily care to do any of those like right away. Get in touch. I don't think I need that right now either. So what we're thinking of is like what can we do for like a pre-alpha essentially. So people coming in, these would be invite only to take the courses that I have before I even release to alpha mode, where like it may be an open alpha. Okay, let's do a site footer too. Okay, so then at the end of the container here, we're gonna have a bb site footer with a route. Oh, you need left links. Oh, right, because I forgot we have these things right here. So we're gonna have home. Oh, is this a Figma alternative? Not exactly. So this is a this is called Freehand, and it's by InVision. So it's essentially just a big whiteboard, but they have tools which you can't see down here because I have dark mode on, specifically dark reader on, and this is not compatible with a dark mode. So it like all the controls are blocked out and you can't see them. But essentially, it's a whiteboard, so you could just create squares and everything else. The designer that I'm working with, we both really like just using a whiteboard instead of Figma or something like that. So it just works well enough. We're not trying. These are wireframes, so they're not trying to be super high fidelity. And I think that also works well for it. Figma is really good for like making like a pixel perfect, like what it's going to look like. And this one we only care about like in general what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so I actually already have the course list, don't I? Where is I should wait a second. I don't want to put that in here. That doesn't go in here. We're gonna put this in app. And we already have, okay, so we have the navbar routes, we have our switch, and now we want our BB site footer with routes here. You're saying, okay, then I want left links. Okay. I think it's exactly the same thing. So I should be able to do create routes like that. Now what? Right links. Oh. Oh, yeah. I don't have any of those things up right now, so we'll have to do right links. This will just have to be a vector, an empty vector. Okay. And now we have this. So there's our home right here. Now that, so we have our switch here. Now this navbar routes, is that right? I feel like, okay, I want to take a look at our footers here. Oh, I did put it inside of this. I I kind of want this to move a little bit, to not be normal. To not be normal. I forget what that is though. So that's gonna be in YCL. I want to go to the, so we have site footer. I think it's nav footer. Yeah, so here we go. We have container margin. I want container. There's a one that goes all the way to the end with only a little bit, and I forget what that's called. So hold on. Let's see if we can find a container. We have none, fluid, and normal. I think fluid is what I want. Okay, so we want a nav footer, fluid. Okay, so we move over. I guess we can take a look at what it looks like here first. Okay, that's all the way over to the left. So that's fine. And then back here with save you. And now that shows up over there. I'm okay with this. It was a little bit too much. I might want to create another one that's sort of like halfway between it, so just a little bit of space on the left here. But I think that's fine. It reminds you that your Sketch subscription expired yesterday. I have not used Sketch. I've heard that it's really good though. I've heard that like a lot of those tools have come a long way and are super good these days. All right, so for right now, this is probably going to be our homepage, uh, because we are, I guess like this is what we got. We don't really have like much, like there's no courses in here yet. We'll have to come back to here again later and update it, but it's looking pretty good. Let's take a look at. Mr. Halsey is streaming right now. Mr. Halsey is streaming. Oh, Mr. Halsey's making a web game, and MMO mud that's going to be played in a browser. And I have no idea what technology he's going to be using, so that's going to be interesting. Let's go ahead and raid Mr. Halsey because I've got to head to my my day job. And so this is specifically Rust. Like he's also another Rust streamer. And I think that's pretty much it. For me, I do these streams Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So basically every weekday except Wednesday. And then I'm also experimenting with a longer stream on Saturday morning. So we're going to see how that works. So with that, I hope that you all have a great rest of your Monday. And I will see you all next time. Bye.